Hello everyone, welcome to Dungeon Siege and welcome to Utraean Peninsula Zombie Apocalypse. This is a custom map for Legends of Arena, but you can also play it with vanilla Dungeon Siege 1 if you want. There's a little polyfill DSRS file available for that as well. Let me quickly configure a hero. His name will be John. And the description of the map reads: a decade since the Utraean Peninsula was ravished by a zombie apocalypse, the Second Legion once more tries to set foot there. Let's go! Utraean Peninsula Zombie Apocalypse. It has been a decade since the Utraean Peninsula was ravished by a zombie apocalypse. The courageous Second Legion once more tries to set foot there, and with ships and supplies provided by ebb, they sail westward. They attempt to land on the coast of Meren, and only narrowly escape the attacking Undead, getting stranded on the eastern island, a mythical place said to have magical passages to the peninsula. And here we are, on the northern shore of the eastern island. Behind us, the shipwreck. Let me just quickly allow for some camera freedom. I'm using the Seafar mode for this, and also for seeing a bit further, of course. In front of us we find some debris of the wrecked ship, including a dead mate. Poor guy, he didn't make it. We also find a diary, it's maybe our own, and it tells again the story of what happened before, how we ended up here on this island, and gives us the two main quests of the map. The two main quests of the map are to find and eliminate the cause of the zombie apocalypse, and to find your captain and Second Legion mates lost in Meren. There's also this coastal atlas for some more background information, but the lore books in Dungeon Siege can't contain images, so I recommend you have a look at an overview map of the Utraean Peninsula. Of course, this custom map is an edited version of the original Utraean Peninsula. Continuing along the beach, we meet Peter. He's one of our mates, and he made it obviously, and stands right next to our chief mate, who didn't make it. Now Peter gives us the initial quest of the map, which is to find a safe passage from the island to the mainland. And he is also our first companion if we want. It costs 9 gold to add him to the party, and that is simply for reasons of game balancing. It's because all companions are available right at the start on this island, and if you could add them all to your party right at the beginning, it would be way too easy. Here again our initial quest: find a safe passage from the eastern island to the Utraean Peninsula. And that is of course Lula's lift. So there are 3 connections from the eastern island to the peninsula. One is going right down into the volcanic caverns, which then connects to the Pyramid of the Dead. The other one is a tunnel to the Pyramid of the Spirits. Both pyramids are in the Endless Desert. So even if you take the tunnel, which doesn't contain any enemies, you would be stuck in the Endless Desert, and as soon as you meet your first enemy, you will die. So the clear option is, of course, to take Lula's lift to the Great Northern Forest. Other mods in use are the high resolution textures mod and a little English untranslation for my German game executable, which works more or less. Up here we meet Bettina. She is a Legion mage and she confirms to us that this is indeed the Eastern Island. She also tells us that the other mates have found the Legion Tower that is on the island and have set up camp there, so that's where we'll go to meet them. And she tells us that they have met a survivor who wants to sell them shiny baubles. Yeah, you guessed it. It's Lula. She also tells you, if you find a safe way to the peninsula, tell me. And that's what the other companions say. Peter joined you right from the start, and the other companions will get unlocked once you finish the first quest. Alright, let's go to the Legion camp. So here they are. To the left we meet Connor, and he is in charge of the equipment that they managed to save from the shipwreck, which means he is a special shop for the map. He sells a variety of things. Here on the armor tab we see Legion equipment for initial and also higher level characters. There's some very basic armor and weapons as well, so you can make your character an archer if you want, and I think I'm gonna make Peter an archer. And John will be my melee fighter, so I give the Legion armor to him. It has 20 defense, which is quite good at the start. The Legion equipment is balanced to be a little bit better than original armors usually found at their respective levels, but not by much, so as not to upset the balancing. Hold on, I actually have enough gold to buy a second one of these armors. Yay! The shop also features backpacks and all sorts of potions and certain spells that might be useful on a map like this. This poor guy had his head hurt, and he only says, "Ow, my head." Julia here tells us a bit more about the situation of the survivors, and she will also be available as a companion later on. Over here is another available companion. He's Mark, and he is trying to talk with Lula, but as you know, that woman is completely insane and will just continue to ramble on about her lift and the baubles she wants to sell. Lula is the only survivor of the peninsula, and this is her original shop content. Let's have a look inside the Legion Tower. Here are some beds and some more provisions saved from the shipwreck. And Bettina told us that someone died testing an elevator, which will probably be this one, so let's have a look at the top. Here is the dead mate, and his dwarf friend here is crying his eyes out, telling us not to go down there, and we will heed this advice, of course. This is the elevator that goes down into the volcanic caverns. Alright, that's it for the first episode. Thanks for watching, and see you next time when we explore the island a bit more and enter the Great Northern Forests.